This week on Rural Matters, an emergency call diverted our attention to Amaogwugwu in Umuahia North local government area of Abia State, where we got a report of a disaster, flooding. The crew took an unplanned journey to Amaogwugwu from Flow FM's broadcasting house. From Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, we connected to our destination, Amaogwugwu in Onhuhu clan of Umuahia North local government area of Abia State is a unique community of people consisting of several autonomous communities which include Abia, Ohia, Isingu, Ofeme, Afungiri, Onkwego, among others, and also Amaogwugwu, the community in focus for today. Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, an agency under the Ministry of Water Resources, warned Nigeria to prepare for more flood as the country approached the peak of the rainy season. That experience is upon us today as various parts of the country, with over 25 states in the Federation, are already battling the challenge of flooding. Amaogwugwu community of Onhuhu clan in Umuahia North local government area of Abia State is a community whose members have a sense of we feeling. Their relation is intimate, a strong community feeling, living a very simple life and living in peace and security. Their primary occupation is farming. Amaogwugwu is a community that is special because the community is surrounded by water, different rivers like Iku.
One of the things that we are known for in this village is that we have water surrounding us, but it's not to this level we are seeing it. We have water around us here.
A peaceful and quiet community. Not until Tuesday, 22nd October 2019, after a heavy downpour that started about 4 a.m. and lasted for hours.
We just saw this thing this morning. I think there was this downpour from 5 a.m. or so. All of a sudden, people started calling that their house had been submerged with water and everywhere. Even the road, this road you are looking at now is connecting the next hamlet. But you cannot, it's immotorable, but you can't drive, and there is a bridge here, cemented. I know the water has removed it.
No fewer than 6 houses and several farmlands were destroyed by flood in Amaogwugwu after that downpour. Even businesses were not left out. The level of destruction witnessed is very devastating. Though no lives were lost, but farmlands, houses were seen submerged in the flood by the time our crew got there. The flood water measured up to 4 feet. Elder Benson Orji, popularly known as Benok, was also affected. He was scooping buckets of water from his house while we got there.
Wow. Short of the whole place. Good. This is our elder. Elder Nochi Orji. He's the owner of this compound.
Let me show you something first.
Okay.
This thing happened yesterday. I think the rain started around 4:30 a.m.
Wow.
4:30 a.m. Yes, but this morning when I came out, we saw that this place highly flooded up. Even all my room flooded up. I will show you the rooms. Wow. But the major thing that in this fence,
it's brought down the fence.
Yes. The two wings, they pulled down the fence. You see it now? You are seeing it. You see it. So all the force of the water moved this area, entered this place. So that all these places were flooded up.
I can see the properties, the things in
everything
the house.
damaged. Even you are going to see more. This is only a small thing.
Be careful.
No problem. Only be careful. So this is my parlor.
The sitting room is flooded.
flooded
They are still
everywhere.
packing out water.
Yes, mopping out the floor, flooded. You see,
This is
see
not
my
nice.
the chairman of my this one of the hamlets there.
Chairman Leo.
So
Well
you,
done,
see, you see the room. This is my bedroom.
This is
flooded up everywhere. Flooded up.
Look at the level of.
This is my kitchen. Everywhere. They are just finished mopping it now.
It has destroyed property.
Everything all this is destroyed. Mopping up the water. The bathroom everywhere. So this is my first experience of talking about this flood. We are not living at the pool area, but I thought that people.
These two other rooms has the problem, but we have problem with the key.
We have to open the room.
You see my food stuff?
The food
The bag of rice, all gone. See the bag of rice. I've not
Bag
opened
of
it.
rice soaked inside water.
Everything. I see all these things. My shoes, everything shot damage. What do I
This
do?
bag of rice.
We just open it. Just wait in the
Even the clothes,
the
nothing.
cloth, everything. This happened this morning. It's very heavy. Everywhere flooded up. At the cost of Western DC, you see the fence collapse. Boom, two of them. The force of the water entered all this area.
How did you manage to escape from this place?
Well, it's my house. I know the escape route. I was not sleeping when that. I always wake up by 4 o'clock to listen to news till I finish listening to the news. Even I've not taken my breakfast before this thing happened. Or just now I'm taking my cup of coffee. Rice, all this
It has
thing.
destroyed this rice.
So
The rice is gone.
I barely okay, miss, I can man. I didn't have the mouth.
This is a bag of rice.
I just opened just now. Look at the back. Just opened this thing right now. Oh, gone. Well, I'm not bothered about that. I thank God no life was lost. You see
The water
you see the
rose.
tenants living in my house. That place flooded up. See the children, how the children stay in the kitchen. They can't because they can't have access to that. Even now, look at the mattress the husband spread on their son. Everywhere flooded up. So that's it, my brother. That's what happened.
That is the story of Elder Benson Orji, also known as Benok, similar to that of Mr. Samuel Umbakwe, whose business, an oil palm mill, was affected.
Mr. Samuel Mbakwe. We are in Amaogwugwu community.
Okay, you own a mill here.
Yes, I'm
palm
the
oil
owner.
mill.
Yeah.
And the farm, is it also?
It's also me. The flood almost this morning, around from 5 to 10, 11, everywhere was filled with water and entered inside everywhere. The farm, both my mills, even my houses, everywhere was filled with flood.
How did you manage to get your properties out? Some of your properties?
Some
were
of my
destroyed?
property were destroyed by the flood, yeah. Some of my equipments, both my engines, both my fridge, both my televisions and all the rest. Many of them, you can go inside and...
This mill has been submerged
In the water. This mill has been submerged in water now. See the main mill.
The main mill, can this mill still function like this, even after this serious water?
We will try, that's all our money to rehabilitate and to make sure that, to fix them enough.
Okay. So you're trying to fix
Yes,
fix it.
we'll try to fix it. It's the problem of money.
Massive damage. Massive damage.
It's even threatening more.
And it's about to rain again.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to be their fate if the magnitude of such magnitude of rain drops again. You know,
It's cloudy already and it's about to rain again. This is some minutes before 4 p.m. today, Tuesday, the 22nd of October 2019, and it's about to rain again. We are at the spot, massively affected here, the palm oil mill.
That is the story from the industrial oil mill, also affected by the unfortunate flood of Tuesday, the 22nd of October 2019 in Amaogwugwu of Ohuhu clan in Umuahia North local government area of Abia State. We made inquiries probing the cause of this incident in Amaogwugwu since it is happening for the first time, and we discovered that a cool river that overflooded its banks was awarded for desilting. A Niger Delta Development Commission (Nddc) project awarded to one Giscon Construction Company Nigeria Limited. That according to the signpost that is just by the river, reading urgent desilting of Eku River. Desilting means the removal of earthy materials, fine sands, and related materials carried by running water and deposited as a sediment. The dredging of the river, embarked upon and abandoned midway, opened up the waterways, but made it impossible for running water to find its way into Imo River.
When this thing happened, recently they did dredging through the rivers. So you find out that some of these things now are the things causing this problem because the water has overflown the banks. The streams and the rivers, yes, they did something around Ohonho land. For now, at least the much I can say, I know all the way from Akpahe Okboala connecting Umuahia Umukabi to Amaogwugwu, and that is what we are seeing here now. Wow. Yes, let's go to like this house now. You see that the house is badly damaged, so we can go there.
Last time they came to say drainage or cleaning the river.
Okay, dredging of the river.
Dredging of the river. So. Yes. I think they have not finished draining it. They just did that thing.
They have not finished dredging.
I don't think that they after dredging cleaning all those things. So you see, after cleaning that river, I think they have not finished doing it because it must be deep. The depth of that thing they have not gotten yet. If they have not finished doing this, I think they wouldn't have that problem on all this thing. So that's it, my brother. So whatever.
So this is our Ifu River, which is serving another hamlet called Umuahia. Each of the hamlets have entrance to access the river. Yes.
Okay, the other side, Amaogwugwu.
Okboala have his own asset route.
Well, it is another case of poorly executed Nddc project which has now led to loss of properties and has negatively affected economic activities of the community. Don't forget, we're expecting the forensic audit of the operations of the Commission as ordered by the President on the 17th of October 2019.
I mean, you just can't say you spend so many billions and then when you go, it's only the lagoon you see, and so you don't see the structures that are claimed to have been done. They also use consultants. So the consultants must prove to be they were competent, and not like what the Minister of Niger Delta said that they will just put asphalt on top of brown mud, and then when the rain comes, it carries it away.
He then wields the big stick.
We are putting so much money, especially the Nddc. We have asked for a forensic audit of what has been happening because the amount of money which the federal government is religiously allocating to Nddc, we would like to see the results on the ground. And those that are responsible for that, I think, will eventually be asked to explain certain issues.
We have invited the Nddc, Acting Managing Director and Management, to come and testify before this Committee of the Senate on Public Accounts on an issue that has become of national importance. That is the award of contracts that have to do with the clearing of water hyacinths in the Niger Delta region, and then of course the desilting contracts that were awarded by Nddc under their emergency program.
Worship centers were not spared in the flood incident at Amaogwugwu, as a local church in the community totally submerged, while the resident pastor who lives in the church premises was lucky to escape alive with his family. Also, the intra-road network in Amaogwugwu is badly damaged.
Yes.
The road has been cut off. I think it is the major road in the
and
community.
that's linking from Okbola, linking the whole community.
Wow. It has not been graded any time.
No, the graded last time, you know, our normal this.
But there is no drainage.
No drainage, you know, our indigenous contractor how they behave. When they get the money, take their this mobilization fee, and they say NDC was the people in charge of this thing.
Nddc?
Yes, they came, they say NDC. Even they have been here more than 3 times. They say after the rainy season, they will start work here. I don't know how true it is.
The Iku River, serving as the only source of water for domestic use, has now overflooded its banks. What they have now is a pure characteristics of flood water, very dirty with brownish, muddish color.
This river serves as a water supply to this community.
Yes.
Now that the color of the water is not...
it's nothing to write home about. You can't even...
What will happen now?
Nothing. The people will start looking for where to go and get water. Maybe buy water, you know.
Buy
maybe
water from
yes.
This place is far from town.
That's the problem. It's going to cost more because they start looking for where to get water. Or they wait when there is rain, they will not get water direct from the rain. So because they can't drink this, they can't use it to cook. No means again, no means.
There's nowhere to get water now unless government will assist and know what to do for us.
Help is urgently needed in Amaogwugwu of Ohuhu clan in Umuahia North Local Government Area of Abia State. While we await a positive response from Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Abia State Emergency Management Agency, Abia State Government, and of course, the federal government to come to the aid of those who were displaced, whose houses and businesses were destroyed by the flood. We are also hoping for proper execution of projects under NDDC.
Then you have seen yourself now what has my foodstuff. You see all my children, my grandchildren, they are giving me, you know, this pensioners. We don't get any. I'm not pensioned, but I work in the newspaper throughout my life. I retired.
You're a journalist too,
yes,
like
yes.
myself.
So all these things.
You're a journalist.
Yes, retired. I work all this newspaper. West African, Daily Times, so forth. I open Chronicle in Calabar. I open Statesman in Warri. I open Daily Nation with all these other people. So all this is, that's my brother. You government, let them help. My name is Elder Benson and Orji, but my business is named Benok.